Just a heads up, there are definitely going to be spoilers for Star Trek Strange New Worlds and Star Trek Deep Space Nine in here. If you are going to be watching those series at any point and you don't want any information spoiled, come back and watch this video later, because we are spoiling. Good? We good? Okay, so after watching Strange New Worlds Episode 3, Ghosts of Illyrium, where, number one, Una is revealed to be an augment from an alien race that they all genetically augment themselves in order to adapt to environments of different planets that they live on. And she's like, this is bad that people know this. Starfleet and the Federation heavily discriminate against augments. I'll be kicked out. And Pike's like, it's all good. We just won't tell anybody. It's more nuanced than that. If you haven't watched the episode, even though I just spoiled part of it, go watch it. It's a phenomenal episode of Star Trek. Watching that episode made me go, maybe I kind of want to go and watch the Deep Space Nine episode where Dr. Bashir is outed as an augment as well. He is not from an alien race that genetically modifies themselves. He is a human, but as it is revealed in the episode Dr. Bashir, I presume, his parents took him to an alien station and illegally had him genetically modified, to the point where he says that everything about him after was different than before he went in, except for his name. And the episode is well nuanced. It dives into the character of Bashir. It has fun featured cameo of Robert Picardo, who plays the Doctor on Voyager, which is lots of fun. He's not playing the Doctor here, except for in one small scene where he plays a different EMH Doctor. He plays the creator of the EMHs. That cameo is fun. Extended cameo. He's in quite a few scenes in the episode. The exploration of Bashir is fun. The relationship between Bashir and his parents, Bashir and O'Brien, Bashir and Cisco, all explored in this episode. It's really cool. It's really fun. And also looking at how the reaction is to Starfleet learning about an augment here feels very similar to what Una is saying will happen in Strange New Worlds if people find out that she is an augment. It goes to show why in Dr. Bashir, I presume, Bashir is like, there's really no point fighting it. This has always been the way that it is, and it can't really be changed. Though he is not kicked out of Starfleet just for being an augment. His dad is put in jail for 2 years for illegally having his child genetically augmented, but obviously Julian was 6. It was not his fault that this happened to him. So they're like, yeah, you should stay. So some of the stigma has died down over the centuries since the eugenics wars, and since the augments arc in Enterprise, and since the return of Kahn in the original series, and the movie Wrath of Khan. Some of the stigma has died down. Is that in part due to what may happen in the future to Una in Strange New Worlds? Quite possibly. In fact, in the Deep Space Nine episode, I forget who says it, but O'Brien. O'Brien says that there hasn't been a case on this, on genetic augments, in 100 years, which would be the time of Strange New Worlds. That's pretty cool that the timeline matches up in that way. Obviously, Star Trek is a franchise that's been going on for over 60 years now. The timelines don't always match up, and when things say they happen, that's going to happen over 60 years with hundreds and hundreds of different writers. But it was cool to see that, and I wonder if Strange New Worlds writers were like, oh, perfect opportunity for us to slide a classic Star Trek courtroom episode into there in the near future. That would be cool. But yeah, Dr. Bashir, I presume. Good episode to watch. Obviously more impactful if you know the characters of Deep Space Nine, but I think it connects on a cool level to Ghosts of Illyrium in Strange New Worlds. And it's, as a nerd, it is fun to see interconnectedness within Star Trek stuff. Well, let me know what you thought down in the comments below on either Ghosts of Illyrium, on Dr. Bashir, I presume, on how Strange New Worlds is going. your thoughts on the augments discourse that's being built up, woven into a lot of different Star Trek stories. There's Ghosts of Illyria, Dr. Bashir, I presume. There's a later episode in Deep Space Nine where Dr. Bashir meets more augments. There's obviously the Kahn stories of Space Seed and Wrath of Khan for the original series and the second Star Trek movie. And there's a 3-episode arc in Enterprise about some augments also. All of those have build a really intricate discourse throughout the Star Trek franchise on this topic, and it's cool to see Strange New Worlds capitalizing on that. But I think I've been nerdy for long enough today. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good rest of your week.